Standard bolt for a footrest plate on a Super Dream or a Dream is a 1.25 M10 for the footrests, front and back. Problem is, trying to find an M10 1.25mm pitch bolt is a pain, and your standard 1.5mm pitch M10 bolt will not go in there. Simple solution. On the back, if you can see that, there are two little lugs holding that nut in. Get your 1.25mm bolt, usually a 30, which is a good reason to replace them. All the nuts are damaged from bad threads, etc. You put in a little bit, line those two lugs up in the same direction as the jaws of your vise, get a hammer and go whack. Your nut will come out. Standard M10 nut, 1.5mm pitch. Put that in there. Get a hammer. Tap those lugs down. You now have a new nut fitted. Do the same with the back. Right, so get that on there. One nut. Unscrew that. Get out another standard M10 stainless nut. Put that in there. And then you end up with two nuts that's solidly in there, not going to come out. Same as the original style fitment, but you can use normal bolts on your footrest mounts. That way, when you get your footrest and bolt on there, try and line this up by hand. You can use standard bolts, shoulder bolts usually, and have nice new shiny ones in there without having to spend a fortune on 1.25mm pitch or an M10 bolt. Okay, missing electrics on Super Dream. Quite literally. That bolt there is your problem. This channel in the back of the engine. Right. Now for this you need some copper grease, you need a rag for this bit, and what I usually use is a small wire brush just to get in here and in the ends. It's over here, hang on. Ouch. Small wire brush like that on a drill. Just get in there, clean it up, also get in there. Then get some copper grease. This will stop galvanic corrosion, as they call it. A little bit of copper grease. Smear it in there. It acts as whatever it is. Just need to get that in there. Don't need a heck of a lot, and a little bit in each end, like that. A little bit in that end. Right. So what we do, a bit more of our copper grease down the bolt. Don't need to be huge amounts, just all the way down. Right, Now, this bolt's got to go in from the other side, which is a bit of a pain to film, but it's one of them things. Right, just a nice coating of copper grease. Try and get a bit up near the base of the head of the bolt, like that. Then put a nut on. Alright, that's why the bolt goes in from the other side, so you can put the nut on this side. Alright, then quite simply do the nut up. Now if you're doing this with the engine in the bike, there is something very simple you can do. If you have no electrics on your bike, take the bolt out, quite literally take the generator cover off. Well, remove the gear lever, take the generator cover off, and then once you've got the generator cover off, you can undo this side of it and slide the bolt out that way. Then you can get that small wire brush, fit it in the hole, run it for a few seconds, take it out, do the same on the other side, clean up the bolt the best you can, put some copper grease on it, and put it all back together, and you'll find your electrics come back. Common problem. I don't know if you can focus on that, but quite often on a Super Dream or Dream, the grease nipples, for some reason, are worn out at the back. They wear there. Don't ask you why. Presume it's where the chain hits them when the chain's not right or something. Go out and buy, quite literally, some M6 1mm pitch grease nipples. Those that I've fitted on there cost me about £2 including postage. Very cheap, nothing special. Screw them in, done. These covers, you can buy them from Super Dream Parts on eBay, or Living the Dream or whatever they're called. Super Dream spares. They're about £2 or more. No, I think they're about £4 actually, but you can buy them. They're very cheap. However much they are, they're worth changing. Just tidies up your engine. A lot of people say, what do you do because they look tatty? Just buy a couple more off of them. They come in pre-cut lengths, so you just fit them. Done. Instantly tidies up your engine. I tend to put a bit of heat shrink on the end of them. Just keep them in place, make them look a bit tidier. One of them things. Another tip for anyone restoring a Super Dream or a Dream. Might be the same with the DX, I should imagine so. The bolts. If you want to know which direction they go, look at your front wheel spindle. The head is at this end, the nuts on the other side. And as you go along the bike, then you find that the engine mounting bolts go the opposite direction. So those ones and the ones that you can't see under here, the engine mounting bolts. Then your swing arm bolt goes through the same as your front wheel spindle. Then your back wheel spindle goes the opposite direction. So it's not on the right, not on the left. Nuts for your engines on the right, front wheel is on the left, the nut. So, simple tip to make sure you get all your bolts the right way round, or your main bolts, when you're putting together a Dream or a Super Dream. Right guys, so, showing you loads of little tips and tricks so far. If you do like the videos, please like and subscribe. It does do the world good. It will help me achieve my dream, which you will find out about in the end if I manage to achieve it. Okay, just take care guys. Bye.